problems. It's hot, it's muggy, bugging it out. I understand, man. Y'all, who's the soldiers? Y'all some soldiers in the room? Are we soldiers? Y'all like, man, what's he talking about? How you a soldier? Are you enduring a tough day? You a soldier then. If you enduring a tough day, you are a soldier today. I just want you to know that. Just so you know, my name is William Council. I'm one of your student success coaches. Actually, I'm not your student success coach per se, but I am here to help you and serve you along with everybody else here who works at Odessa College. I work specifically with our GED students. We actually have our orientation, our registration going on right now, so I wanted to quit that to spend my time with you for just a few moments before you go to lunch. Is that okay? Yeah. So I just want to understand, they asked me to come share some information with you all, just kind of talk to you and encourage you. But first I want to know who we have in the room. So I wasn't quite sure with this age group and with this demographic, who is who. So how many of you all are in Falcon Academy? All right, cool. How many of you all are in OC Techs? All right. How many of you all just here because somebody told you to be here, you ain't know you're supposed to be? Okay, all right, we got one or two. I just want to make sure we got the right crowd today, ladies and gentlemen. So first off, what do you all think about today and what you've learned so far? Has it been beneficial?
Yes.
Has it helped you?
Yes.
What do you know or what do you think about the TSI test? Wrong. I asked that question and she looked at me like, don't even ask. I don't know. So since somebody raise their hand and tell me what they know about the TSI test. Y'all just talk, everybody talk at the same time. Yes, ma'am. Okay, good. Anybody else? What do you know about the TSI test? Say that a little bit louder for me. It's stressful. It's all right. You had your hand up, buddy? Yeah. Okay, anybody else? Yes, ma'am, in the back. Okay, to see if you're college ready. What else? Does somebody have something else? Yes, ma'am, you got that face. Go ahead, you stressing out all in the face? Okay, all right. So what is it for? Anybody know what the TSI test is for?
So you can get your college credit.
Okay, get into college. What else? Yes, sir?
For dual credits.
Okay, it's interesting. I won't say yes or no to that one. But okay, is it for dual credits? We'll get back to that. Anybody else? What is it for? What's the purpose of this test? It's an entry exam. What do you know about an entry? In that scale, guess what we got going on in that scale, my man in the blue? Oh, I'm asking you. You look like you was in a deep philosophical conversation like you had that planned out. I just wanted to know. So a scale is, where are you in this range so we know where to place you and how to help you. All right? The reason a review is important is for what reason? Why is a review important? Somebody help me. Say it out loud.
Study.
Okay.
To get a better score.
Okay. I heard it's all over here.
Help like remember.
Okay, help you remember. That's right. To refresh, you've already been exposed to a lot of this, right or wrong? Yep.
Yeah.
A refresher helps what? Bring a lot of that to the forefront, so when you take the test, your skills are a little bit sharper, right? Anybody know the story of the two guys who were competing to saw a tree?
The tree fell.
Oh man, let me see. Can I tell you this quick story? I heard the other day, I thought it was great, right? So there's two guys. These two guys, they're at this wood chopping competition, right? And there's one guy, he's got his axe ready, and this other guy, he's got his axe ready, and then they get ready to blow the whistle to start the competition. You know what happened?
What happened?
I'm gonna tell you. All right? So it goes, and the guy starts sawing, right? The guy on the left, he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna win. He's sawing as fast as he can, right? This other guy to the right was like, you know what? He just stepped back for a moment. He saw this guy just getting to it, chopping as fast as he could. He took a couple seconds, just took a step back, pulled something out of his back pocket, went to his saw first, and started sharpening the blade. Sharpening the blade, both sides. This guy's sawing away. He's getting at it. This guy's sharpening the blade, right? Then he said, all right, let's get started. And he started sawing, and in half the time, guess who won? This guy started halfway through. This guy started as soon as the buzzer hit. Who do you think won?
That one.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was that
But
one.
this guy got started. He was, This guy took his time and sharpened the saw.
Because the saw probably got not like it was like not sharp anymore.
Oh, whose saw got dull?
This one.
Wait a minute. Did it get dull? Did he start dull? And this guy did what? By doing what first? He sharpened it, but he had to step back, take his time, prepare, and then get busy. And this gentleman won, and he got a fat check at the end of that. Right? Oh, he got about $500 at the end of that day. Just because he took more time to prepare and understand the task he was given into. And I want to tell you that this week in this process is the same thing. You're taking a step back to sharpen your saw so that when you do test, you're more effective and a lot of things are fresher and your mind is sharper. Does that make sense? The same way that this program you're in is getting you ready for college and the world. How many of you all know friends that wanted to be in this program but can't be in this program? Or they weren't able to be in this program? All right. How many of you all wanted to be in this program?
I want to be in this program.
How many of you all were told you got to go because you just got to come out? I'm mama and I'm daddy. I said so. Okay, all right. Let me share something with you that's incredibly important. I work with GED students, and I'm not degrading who I work with. But a lot of them will never have the opportunity you had. And this is what young people don't quite understand. It's what happens when you take for granted what you have for the moment. See, I have to sit with and work with a lot of people who are in their 20s, in their 30s, and in their 40s, trying to get their GED or their high school equivalency. You're on a track to prepare to finish high school and a college degree at half the age of most people who start. Does that make sense? That's why you all are here, right? And it's easy to sit in a room like this when it's hot, it's icky, it's a whole bunch of folks in here, ain't no AC, I'm feeling some kind of way, right? Or I go through class, I go through this process, and I don't feel like I should be here. Or I feel like just being distracted as a little kid. Let me help you, ladies and gentlemen. You are on a college campus, and this opportunity you have is very rare. For the hundreds of people that are in your high school, and the hundreds of kids that could be here or could take advantage of this opportunity, they don't have this opportunity. There's people who, one, can't afford it. There's people who, two, don't know about it. And there's people who, three, don't really understand what this means to accelerate the next 2 to 4 years of your life. Look around the room and then think about where you came from. And think about the opportunity you have. Is it something you really going to take advantage of, or are you going to continue playing games? Because whether you know it or not, what you give to it, what you take from it, is what you're going to get out of it. And education is a finicky word these days. Oh, I'm just going to school. I'm just going to school. Let me help you. Whatever you don't take full advantage of now, it's going to creep up on you later. And what I'm saying to you, what I'm sharing to you, it's like those candies now or later. A little bit I'm going to give you now, something I'm going to give you today, is you're going to take with you, you're going to chew on it later. Whether you understand it or not. And what I'm trying to help you, and what I want to give to you, what these Mr. Contreras and what these people who spend their time and their energy trying to get this thing together so that you can fast track the rest of your life, man, you might want to tell them thank you. Thank you for making the sacrifice, for making this happen for me. Because this does not exist in most states, and this did not exist a few years ago. But somebody said, how can we help these babies faster? How can we give them a better service? How can we do something to help change their life and help them enter into the workforce 2 to 3 years earlier? Or gain a college degree before they finish high school and give them a fast track and a one level up in life? I don't know about you, but I didn't have a level up. Nobody told me that I could do dual credit. Nobody told me that I could accelerate my high school career 2 to 3 years. I didn't have a safety net. There is no net. It's what we put in, and it's the work we do, period. Whether it's in football, whether it's on the field, or in the classroom. So when we invite you here, take advantage of it. Education, it can be fun, but also remember, it's not a game. And what you learn and what you earn along the way through going through the process, I'm telling you, man, if you buckle in, take full advantage and grow, study, ask, seek, man, get people to help you. You put yourself in a position to be at a higher level than most people. But because we're young and we don't quite get it, we think it's a game, we play with it. And then we end up letting an opportunity slip from our fingers. Because what I understand from last year to this year, a lot of people your age quit. I deal with people who quit on life all the time. So I know what it is. I quit on life one or two times. I understand what it is when things get hard, when I don't understand, when people start talking about me or this, that, and that, whatever happens with a little friend group. And you want to separate yourself from a situation. I'm here to tell you right now, go through the process. Go through whatever it is you got to go through, but don't quit. Because quitting is easy. And if somebody quit in preparing you to be in this room, would you even be here? No. So who's waiting on you to do what you're supposed to do? How many of your parents are waiting on you to do what you're supposed to do? They sacrifice day in and day out trying to provide something for you. But a lot of times we take opportunity for granted. I know it because that's where I came from. Don't take it for granted. Take the time to sharpen your saw. Take these next 2 to 3 years to sharpen your saw. And I'm going to help you. For your generation, I'm going to be real with you. College education ain't enough these days. You're going to have to put in extra work. And you're going to seek out extra information to understand what the marketplace is doing so that you can find your place and kill it. Because it's changing. The marketplace is changing. It's 2018. By 2020, our labor market is going to be different. It's going to be a shift. It's happening right now if you ain't already paying attention. And if you're just going to stay a consumer, you're going to get caught up in the game. But if you start practicing how to learn, you start practicing how to study, you take that skill set to anywhere that you go. At an early age or not, doesn't matter. It's time to step the game up. Time to take the time, sharpen your saw, and go get what's yours. Start thinking and practicing how to make decisions and being decisive. Getting the right information so that you can make the proper decision. And it starts with pulling from people who say they want to help you. Don't push away people who want to help you. Take advantage of it. Some stuff I'm going to give you now. Some stuff you're going to chew on later. Take the time to sharpen your saw. 2, 3, 4 years from now, you'll thank yourself that you didn't play games. And whatever you do, don't quit. Man, I love y'all. Thank you for your time. I'm proud of you.